The U.S. chief negotiator, Brendan Lynch, he is arriving in India tonight, and U.S.-India are set to continue the trade talks tomorrow. This is what the government officials have confirmed to NDTV. In fact, to advance discussions on the first tranche of the proposed bilateral trade agreement between India and United States, this team of American trade negotiators, it will be arriving in Delhi tonight, and according to the government sources, the U.S. officials will hold talks with Indian counterparts on Tuesday, is what we understand. Aditya Raj Kaul joins us to get us more on this. Aditya, should we expect any concrete breakthrough or announcement from this particular meeting? Take us through the details.
Well, Osama, this is certainly a very crucial meeting that is going to take place in Tuesday. Rajesh Agarwal, India's chief negotiator, will be hosting and meeting Brendan Lynch, who is the chief negotiator for South Asia, on these trade talks. You would remember that in the August last week, talks were scheduled to be held, but that was postponed indefinitely after Trump imposed 25% tariffs on India, and then 25% additional tariff. So 50% tariff remains on India at this moment. But clearly there has been some backroom dialogue. The back channels have been working over the last many weeks, and there's been positive statements coming in from both US President Donald Trump as well as the US Secretary of State Marco Rubio. They've said that India is the topmost priority, the topmost relationship for the United States. Trump, in fact, going on to say that he's a very close friend of Prime Minister Narendra Modi, and there's nothing to worry about when it comes to the bilateral ties between New Delhi and Washington, D.C. This, certainly, I would clarify, is not the sixth round of talks. Many in the media, many are giving a commentary that this could be the sixth round of talks. Already 5 rounds of talks have happened, but this is not the sixth round of talks. This is just an important bilateral meeting between the two chief negotiators to streamline the talks process. This is a step towards the sixth level talks that could happen in Washington, D.C. or New Delhi in the coming days. But this is crucial because this will balance out the differences. This will try to strike down the differences that have emerged over the last few weeks. And then, of course, the talks will happen towards a trade deal. And as we know, Osama, that Trump has put a November deadline, and there could be possibility of a trade deal by the end of this year.
Aditya, contextualize this for us. What will success look like for both the India as well as the United States when it comes to the bilateral trade agreement?
Well, Osama, already, as I said, that there have been statements in the positive direction from US President, from Marco Rubio, the US Secretary of State, and then additionally from Prime Minister Narendra Modi, who welcomed Trump's gesture and the statement that came in from Dr. S. Jaishankar as well, that he values the global strategic partnership between DC and New Delhi. So in the backdrop of such positive statements, both Lynch and Agarwal will take the talks forward, but there will be no major announcement in the next 24 hours. That's what top sources within the government are telling NDTV, that do not expect a big announcement, but there could be a possibility of a statement that is released by both the Commerce Department in US and the Commerce Ministry in Delhi. And that statement would be a kind of a positive step direction, which would evaluate the kind of positivity under which such a meeting has been organized, and would say that the trade negotiations would continue in the positive direction towards a conclusive kind of a trade deal that could happen in the next few weeks.
All right.